All right. Good morning, guys. Amangadanga manga. Good afternoon, people. To my Filipino people. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and start driving. I'm gonna turn this fan off so you guys can hear me. Yeah. So I haven't did one of these talks videos in a while, right? I really didn't have much to talk about. I'm just so excited to go to the Philippines. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back over there. I already have plans on a lot of things that we're going to do. And let me tell you guys, I also included another trip. We included another trip. While we're in the Philippines, we're going to go to Japan. Because it's cheaper, right? It's cheaper to go from Philippines to Japan. It's very cheap. So for some of you guys that's traveling to Philippines, if you want to hit up some of these other countries, it's cheaper to fly from Philippines to Malaysia or different places nearby. Okay, so keep that in mind. It didn't cost us a lot for a round trip ticket, so we're going to go there. Never been to Japan. I always had a layover in Japan, and but we're going there now. So this talk is going to be about. Do I need to plug in my phone? Okay, if it goes dark, I'll plug it up. So this talk is going to be about some surprising things that you will see if it's your first time in the Philippines. Guys, I'm going to plug this up real quick. It's going to be shocking to some of you guys. Let me plug this up, guys. And I'm not moving. I'm not driving. Okay, I'm parked right now. So, okay, so we got it. So this is going to be very surprising to some of you guys when you see this. And there's a lot of controversy behind it. And it has to do with age and dating. Dating a Filipina in the Philippines, or getting married to a Filipina in the Philippines, or courting a Filipina in the Philippines. Okay. Now, first, I'm gonna tell you what I experienced when I first went, what I noticed, and then I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. Okay. Now, hold on, put this right here. Now, the first thing that I noticed when I went to the Philippines, okay, got off the plane. I had to really search and look for my wife. And when I did find her, I was jet lagged and all that stuff. I think I already told you this part of the story. So after being in the Philippines and we walked around, and I'm trying to absorb all these things in, my head's just constantly turning, looking at things, seeing all this new stuff that I've never seen before. People cooking on the street. The traffic is just crazy. All these sounds, the sound of the jitneys, the pedicabs going around, the pedicabs with the bicycle on it, the pedicabs with the motorbike on it. And some of these things sound like the brakes are going out, they're squeaky, all this stuff. Okay, you're trying to absorb all this stuff in. You're trying to take it all in, and it seemed like you just can't get enough of. It's like something new, like some new food or new something that you get, and it's so good. It's something like that. It's this sense thing of it, seeing all these new things, and then the beautiful beaches, the weather, the pineapples, the mangoes, and all this good stuff. Okay, now that I got that part over, now after being there, I did notice a very high number of foreigner guys coming there. I seen a lot from the UK, some from other countries also, a lot from the US, and they come from different race. They were Caucasian, they were black. It is different race of guys, older guys coming over there, okay? And I mean, some of them are like in their 50s. I've seen a lot in their 50s, 60s, in their 70s. And they're walking around with stunning, beautiful Filipino women. I mean, beautiful. I think all Filipino women are beautiful. I think that each Filipino woman has something about them that just makes it beautiful. They're pretty. They're just pretty. Okay, there's just something about them. They're just pretty. But anyway, you're going to see a high number of foreigners, older men with these younger women, and you may see some with women that's their age. You may see an older guy with a woman that's his same size or height, but you also may see some that are very petite and shorter and smaller than the guy. And you may see some that you just know for a fact that this girl is very young, like very young, and it looks so odd. Okay, it looks so odd. And sometimes when you see these things, you see a very old guy can barely get around sometime, and he has a very young, beautiful woman. You're trying to figure this out. Like, what is going on here? What is happening? Okay, she can't, and some people think, okay, there's no way she's really with this guy, but you're trying to figure this out, okay? And don't get me wrong, after being there for a while, I know some of those relationships are very authentic and they last long, okay? But there are some that you have to question. Well, is she there just to get his money? Is she there just for security? Because she's never had money like that, so this guy's helping her out, or the guy just offered to help her out, right? But some guys will travel over there purposely, okay? Some older guys will travel over there purposely so they can be with a younger woman, because they know for a fact they can get a younger woman in a Asian country or in the Philippines, okay? They know for a fact that they can do it. Or they can go to a place, a certain area, like, I don't know, is it the Walking Street, Angela Cities? I don't know. I don't never go down that way over in that area. My wife told me about it. I'm like, no, I don't want to go over there. For what? But some guys will purposely come over there so they can hang in those areas and get with women and pay to be with some of these girls and do whatever acts or performance that they need done, right? And this area is just known for that. It's more, I call it a business transaction, because that's pretty much what it is. It's strictly about business. And some guys are comfortable with doing that, and some guys come over there because it's very, very hard for some of these guys to get a nice looking woman, a pretty gorgeous looking woman in the United States or in the UK. They just can't do it. It's very difficult. You know what? I don't know if I want to park here, because this person is parked kind of crooked. I'm going to park up here real quick. But it's very hard for some of these guys to get a very beautiful, loving woman in the United States. And, prostitution in the United States is not, it's illegal, okay? And granted, they're not supposed to be doing it in the Philippines or whatever, but there's places over there that's just known for that. The whole street, it's just kind of known for that, and it happens. So it happens, right? But some of these older guys here, they go over there just to get very, very, very young women. And the women can range from, I've seen some women that look like they're in their teens, and with the older guy that's in their maybe 50s, 60s, and they're together. And it just looks strange from a foreigner. I gotta plug this up. It looks strange from a foreigner, or if it's their first time, it's odd. It's just so odd. And the reason why it's odd, because in the United States, people frown on that. People frown on a man being with a younger woman. Okay? If the woman looks like she's a teenager or a child and the man is older and they're real affectionate in public, or they're together, they're holding hands and things, people will like really take a double look. And there are some people that may try to not necessarily follow you, but keep track of you and her. And some people may even call the authorities and think something's going on, like something's not right. Okay. But it doesn't look good in the US for a man to be with a very, very young woman. But in the Philippines, it's normal. It's like a normal thing. And there's well, let's talk about the age, okay? And I wrote this down so I can remember it, okay? So first of all, in the Philippines, in order for a girl to be married to another person, another foreigner, the girl can get married at the age of between 18 and 21, but they need a parent's consent. For a woman from 18 to 21, they need a parent's consent, and it needs to be signed by a witness. Okay. In the U.S., they have to be 19. Well, not 19. What did I write? In the U.S., they can be 18 without the parental consent, but in some states, it's like 16 and 17, you need parental consent. 18, you don't have to have a parental consent in the United States. But there's not a lot of people with a 18-year-old girl in the United States. It just doesn't. You don't see that. A lot of people here, the women here will mainly they try to go for an older guy. Okay. The younger women, the teenage, if they're 18, they may look for an older guy. They don't really look for younger guys. But I guess it's kind of the same in the Philippines too. But a lot of times the girl may go with someone around her age, really close to her age, but they won't go with no one like 30, 40, 50 if they're 18. You just don't see that. In some cases, there has been some people that do that, but it's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot. Like I said, you'll be frowned upon if you do that. People talk about you, and it just looks very, very odd, okay? And some people may even say that they may look at you like you're a pedophile. That's the word I was looking for. They will really look at you like you're a pedophile, and they will talk behind your back and think you're with a child. And that's why I think a lot of men leave here and go to the Philippines to or go to these other countries like third world countries, or other countries where they know for a fact they can get with a woman that's below 20, I would say. And they purposely go there just to do that, because they know for a fact they cannot do that in the United States and get away with it, as far as getting backlash. But in Nebraska, they have to be 19 to get married. In Mississippi, you have to be 21 to get married. Okay. Now, there was something else I wrote. Let's see, PH. I already talked about the in the Philippines you have to be 18, but with 18 and 21 to be married, but you need parents' consent and with a witness. And then also in the Philippines that you may not know, that you are able to drink at the age of 18 in the Philippines. Okay? So if you're traveling to the Philippines and you always been wanting to drink, I'm not telling people to go drink, but you can drink at the age of 18 in the Philippines. Okay? In the US, you have to be 21. Smoking in the Philippines, kids, anyone under 21 cannot buy cigarettes. You're not allowed to be smoking. If you smoke, you do it on your own, whatever. But you're not allowed to be purchasing, or no one is allowed to sell you cigarettes at the age until you are 21. Okay, 21 you can smoke. Under 21 you can't. You can drink at the age of 18. You can start drinking for teens. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just talking off the top of my head a lot of this stuff. I wrote some stuff down. I've just been very busy at work, and I wanted to talk about this too. I also wanted to just bring it up, but you will see that a lot. Okay, guys. Guys, for some of you people who's never been to the Philippines or never been outside the country or in the third world country or things of that nature, that's one of the first things you're going to notice when you're in the Philippines is you're going to see a lot of older men with younger girls. Some of it's going to look normal, but then you're going to see some that looks very strange and odd, like he's with this little girl. And you got to keep in mind too, some of the Filipino women, they may look young, but they're older. Okay. It's just something about their genes and their living that some of them stay looking young for a very long time. But some of the younger girls are also very, very, very mature and very smart and intelligent. Okay, so anyone just think that people from another country is behind or dumb or any of those, they're far, far from the truth. Okay. And keep in mind, like, the Philippines used to be one of the most top-rated social media, people that were really informant on social media is the Philippines. Okay, you would think the U.S. is the most, but no. Philippines is very known for the social media part of it. They know social media very well. They know how to navigate through it very well. So, and speaking of that navigating, if you're trying to sneak around, okay? If you're trying to sneak around and you think you're very intelligent and smart because you're here in the U.S., you think you know everything, because that's how a lot of Americans are. We think we know everything. But you won't know that until you go outside the country, and then you'll know that you don't know everything, and you're not as smart as you think you are. If you try to hide and mess around on social media and you have a Filipino wife, let me tell you, she will find out. Okay, I don't care if you try to block, do this or whatever you do on Facebook and all this, and if she wants to dig, she will find out. And you know why? Because Philippines is one of the top places that's more into social media than any place in the world. Okay, they're like they used to be number one. I think they're down to like number 2 or 3 right now, but they're more tuned into social media and know how to navigate and do all this networking very, very well, very well. And if they want to find something out about you, they can. It's not that they're spying on you, but if you're dating a Filipino woman and she even have a hint that you're messing around and you're trying to mess around through social media and you're hiding stuff and you're trying to hide your account and all this, trust me, she's going to find out. Okay, she's going to find out. So don't even play those games with your Filipino wife. Because for one, if you find a right Filipino woman, you do not, and you start messing around, you do not want her to slip away from you, and she's gone, and then you done messed up, and now you're stuck with maybe some Filipino women that's not very serious with you. Okay, they're just there for your money. Not saying all of them are there for your money, but that happens anywhere in the world. But you can let a really nice, good Filipino will slip away from you because you're playing games. Okay. But there are some very sweet, loving, caring, honest Filipino women over there that they really are looking for people that they care about. A lot now are choosing to look for a foreigner guy instead of a Filipino guy. Some are just, they're changing. They're just, everything's evolving, so they're changing. And they just want to try this, try that, And when they find something that works for them, they're going to stick with that person. They're going to stick with that person, and they're not going to budge and move one bit. So keep that in mind, okay? If I had to give advice, do not try to mess around on social media behind your Filipino's wife, because she's going to find out. Now, what else do I need to talk about? But I guess that's it, guys. It's just seeing the foreigners come over there, go to the Philippines, and they're with younger women. It looks very strange from another person's point of view, especially if you come in there for your first time, because that's going to happen. And don't get me wrong, okay? Like a woman, they want a handsome man, and a lot of them don't want an old-looking man. But if he's old and he's nice to her, she's going to stick with him, okay? No matter what she looks like. He could be kind and everything. And men, they want a beautiful woman, right? They want a beautiful woman. And some men, they don't want a woman their age. A lot of men don't want a woman right at their age. Okay? Let's just keep it real. They don't want them right at their age. A lot of men, they want a beautiful woman, so they kind of go down the age. And a lot of people here in the U.S. will kind of go down the age unless they find a beautiful, very beautiful older woman, and she's very good for them. Because some women are looking for younger guys. But a lot of guys they want a young woman, so they will go there because they know they won't get any backlash. Okay? That's why I think a lot of older men go there. And some of them, you can't really, for some men, you can't really pull a woman or get a woman in the U.S. because, for one, because the harassment, the sexual harassment is very strong here. Now men are afraid. A lot of men are afraid to even talk to women or even say any kind of, hey, do you want to go on a date or anything like that? Because if you do that at work, and the woman files say that you messing with her or anything like that, you can lose your job. Okay, so men now are kind of going away from that, and women, they want equal rights and this and that. And then there's the sexual harassment. You can get sued, you can lose your job. So that is very strong here. So men kind of like, oh, we gotta do something. We can't find a woman. So I can't talk to nobody because I don't know if she's gonna take it the wrong way, even though I may not be serious, and she may take it wrong. I may lose my job, so I can't talk to her, or blah, blah, blah. It's like that. So some men just choose to either go on a dating site, or they will go over to the Philippines or something like that and find a woman. And because people are very talkative in the Philippines, they're very friendly, and even strangers will talk to you. Even beautiful women will talk to you. Beautiful men will talk to you. If you a woman looking for a man, people are very friendly and they will talk to you. And sometimes they will offer you, they will go out to eat with you, everything. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up. You guys can leave a comment, tell me what you think about older guys going to the Philippines and being with younger women. Okay, but like I said, some of you're gonna find out real quick that it looks odd when you first see it, but it's very common there. But that's it, guys. I'll see you next one. I need to go do some things, and that's it. Peace.